tree. And just for him, Pappaw would have hated to miss this. Wish me luck as I attempt to tell the story of the greatest storyteller that ever lived. Look around you. As you can see, he had many, many friends. No matter where he went, even the bathroom, he came back with a new friend. Nowadays, people are pretty self-absorbed and tend to talk about themselves a lot. Not Pappaw. He wanted to know about you. He wanted to know where you came from, what's your story, what's important to you, and who is your mama? He cared. At least once a month, I get a random message on Facebook or sometimes even a text message from a total stranger that said they met my Pappaw and Mama and they told them all about me. And they gave these total strangers my phone number or Facebook information. Pappaw was like a cat. He definitely had 9 lives. Bedridden as a child with polio, shot while trying to break up a family dispute by his own brother-in-law. Yes, our family's crazy. A train derailment accident left him the victim of poison gas. His body was covered with scars that proved he was stronger than whatever tried to get him. Our family actually never expected him to make it to 78 because he was fearless. Mama would be so anxious in the kitchen finishing dinner while he was outside 50 feet up in a tree with a chainsaw with his latest invention, the tree climbing deer stand that was going to make him rich. The most important thing my Pappaw taught me is you have the power to change everything. No matter how humble your beginnings, you can take the wheel of your own life, follow your dreams, and if you work really hard, you can change the world. That's what my Pappaw did. He also taught me it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you spend. Pappaw always told us when he was a little boy, he would get off the school bus and he would go into his house and he had to change into his cotton picking clothes. Before the school bus had turned around, he had to be out there ready to work. He taught me so many things, but a really valuable thing is you don't know what you don't know. Just because you don't know something today doesn't mean you can't figure it out tomorrow. You can solve any problem if you just have a little bit of elbow grease. Ever since I was a little girl, I saw my Pappaw do big, scary things that he didn't know how to do, but he figured it out. 5 years ago, my partner Brooke and I wanted to quit our jobs to sell on Amazon. Almost everyone told us we were crazy and not to go for it. But Pappaw was different. He told us he believed in us, and he knew we could do it. He dared us to dream even bigger. Because of him, we started not 1, not 2, but 3 7-figure businesses with no clue what we were doing. We owe all of our success to the work ethic that my Pappaw instilled in me when I was a little girl. I wanted to share a story with you just last week when I was in the hospital with him. So he's in the hospital. He can barely talk at all. He's not at his best. He made me get his iPhone, and he made me find his friends Eloise and Reese. Even though he was in the hospital down, he was worried about his friends. He wanted to call them to see how they were doing. And it really spoke to me. Even if you were down, he wanted to make sure that you were okay. That's just the type of person he was. He cared, and he loved really, really hard. So, what can we do to make sure that my Pappaw's life mattered? Keep telling his stories. Be generous. Give more than you take. Pappaw, you are my hero and everything I wanted to be when I grew up. My life goal has always been to be just like you, and all I wanted to do was to make you proud. I marvel at your will. I celebrate your strength to this day, and I am forever grateful that you were a part of my life.
Oh, baby, that was beautiful. Thank you, Morgan.